Romania, a land of wild mountains and roads that cut through the clouds, of castles wrapped in legend and forests that still feel untouched, where rivers become life and villages preserve centuries of tradition. A country shaped by geography, defined by history, and filled with unforgettable wonders. This is not just a destination, it's a journey into the unknown. So come with us and explore this extraordinary land. Land of shadowed forests, land of mist-covered mountains, a place where time does not rush forward, but lingers quietly. Ancient castles rise from rocky cliffs, their towers piercing the fog. Villages breathe with traditions untouched for centuries. And deep within the Carpathian wilderness, something still feels untamed. Welcome to Romania, a land where myth and history walk side by side. Romania stretches across the eastern edge of Europe, a land shaped by distance, borders, and time. It stands between worlds, between the Balkans and Central Europe, between the past and the present. To the north, Ukraine. To the south, Bulgaria. To the west, Hungary and Serbia. And to the east, the Black Sea opens into the horizon. A quiet coastline, where land finally gives way to water. But the true shape of Romania is not drawn by borders, it is carved by mountains. The Carpathians rise in a great arc, wrapping around the center of the country, like a natural fortress. Inside that arc lies Transylvania, a land of forests and valleys, isolated for centuries, and shaped by that isolation. Beyond it, to the east, Moldavia stretches toward the plains, and to the south, Wallachia opens toward the Danube. 3 regions, 3 identities, 1 country. To the south, the Danube flows, one of Europe's greatest rivers. For hundreds of kilometers, it forms a natural border, wide, slow, and unstoppable. And at its end, it transforms into something entirely different. Because here, at the edge of land and sea, the river does not end. It spreads, it divides, it becomes life. Deep within Romania, the Carpathian Mountains shelter one of the last great wildernesses in Europe. Vast forests stretch endlessly across the slopes, ancient, dense, and largely untouched. Some of these woods have never been cut. They have stood here for centuries, growing in silence. This is where Europe's largest populations of brown bears still roam, where wolves move unseen through the trees, and where the lynx watches from the shadows. It is not just a forest. It is a living ecosystem, raw, balanced, and wild. Where the Danube meets the Black Sea, it breaks apart into life, a vast network of waterways, reeds, lakes, and floating islands, one of the most biodiverse regions in Europe. Over 300 species of birds live here. Pelicans glide over still waters. Cormorants dry their wings in the sun. And beneath the surface, life moves unseen. This is not just a river's end. It is where water becomes wilderness. Beyond the mountains, the land softens. Rolling hills stretch into the distance, covered in grass, forests, and scattered farms. This is Transylvania, not just a place of legend, but a living landscape. Villages sit quietly between the hills, unchanged for generations. Wooden fences, haystacks, and narrow paths trace a rhythm of life that moves slowly. Here, nature and people exist side by side, in a balance that has all but disappeared elsewhere. Long before Romania had a name, this land was ruled by the Dacians, a fierce and resilient people who built their lives high in the mountains. They defended their territory against powerful enemies, but in the 2nd century, a greater force arrived. The Roman Empire pushed deep into these lands, bringing war, conquest, and transformation. After years of conflict, the Dacians fell, and Rome took control. But Rome did not just conquer, it built. Roads, cities, and culture spread across the region. And from that moment on, the identity of this land was forever changed. Even today, Roman influence lives on, in the language and in the foundations of Romania itself. As the Roman Empire faded, new powers rose across the region. Medieval kingdoms began to take shape. Wallachia, Moldavia, and Transylvania. Fortresses crowned the hills, and castles guarded every strategic pass. This was an age of constant threat. Empires pressed from all sides, and in this turbulent world, one name would echo through history: Vlad III, known as Vlad the Impaler, a ruler both feared and respected. He defended his land with brutal efficiency, turning war into a message. His legacy would later inspire legend, giving rise to the story of Dracula. But beyond myth, this was a time that forged the identity of Romania, a land of resistance, of strongholds, and of survival. Let's discover the true wonders of Romania. Bran Castle, perched high above a rocky cliff, surrounded by dense forest. Often called Dracula's Castle, its true history is far more complex. Built in the 14th century, it served as a fortress, a royal residence, and a strategic stronghold. But it is the atmosphere, the silence, that gives it its legend. Brașov. At the foot of the Carpathians, a city where history and life meet. Cobbled streets wind past colorful Baroque houses and medieval towers. Piața Sfăgărășan, the old council square, buzzes with cafes and street performers. The Black Church rises above the skyline, a 14th century Gothic masterpiece. Tampa Mountain watches silently over rooftops and forests, offering panoramic views. Stratusforiae, the narrow rope street, twists through the old town, revealing centuries of life. Nearby, Bran Castle perches on cliffs, shrouded in legend and history. Every corner of Brașov tells a story, where the past lives alongside the present. Sinaia, the pearl of the Carpathians, nestled in a valley, surrounded by pine forests, a mountain resort where history meets nature. Peleș Castle, a masterpiece of neo-Renaissance architecture. Built in the late 19th century, it served as a royal residence. Turrets, towers, and carved woodwork showcase exquisite craftsmanship, surrounded by gardens, forests, and misty mountains, a place where fairy tales feel real and history comes alive. Cutting through the Carpathian Mountains, the Transfăgărășan Road twists like a ribbon of asphalt. Sharp turns, sudden drops, endless. Built during the communist era, it is now one of the most spectacular roads in the world. Driving here is not just travel, it is an experience, where the Danube meets the Black Sea. It breaks apart into life. The Danube Delta is one of the largest wetlands in Europe. A maze of rivers, lakes, and reed islands. Over 300 species of birds live here. Pelicans glide over still waters. This is nature at its most untouched. In the north, time slows down. Maramureș is a land of wooden churches, carved gates, and traditions that never faded. Here, people still wear traditional clothing, and life follows rhythms older than modern history. And then, there is Bucharest, a city of contrasts, where grand communist buildings stand beside elegant French-style architecture. At its center, the Palace of Parliament, one of the largest buildings in the world, a reminder of a past that still shapes the present. Romania is not just a destination, it is a feeling, a place where wilderness still breathes, where history still whispers, and where every road leads deeper into something unknown. Romania is not just a place on a map, it is a journey through time, where every road leads deeper into history, through forests that still feel untouched, and mountains that rise beyond the clouds, through castles that whisper legends, and villages where time still stands still. Here, the past is not behind you, it walks beside you, and the deeper you go, the more you discover something unexpected. Not just a country, but a feeling you carry with you. Romania is a story you don't just watch, you live.